I remember a beautiful text, small text written by Alvar Aalto. Sometimes the development of a project is blocked. It doesn't go. And I stop and I go home, and sometimes I paint or I make sketches without thinking at all in the project, in the crisis. And sometimes the other things I do suddenly give me an idea and the project goes on. I mean, I don't like to put up a building that does not seem it has been there since I don't know how much time. So either I work in a town, in urban scene, or in open landscape. My preoccupation is that it fits the site. That does not mean mimesis. So never is, I think, against the city. Is as much as possible going on in the rhythm of the city, of transformation of the city.
Let's talk particularly about the work that you did in Chiado and Lisbon after the fire.
When I first presented the project and the models, someone told me, but in the end, you change nothing. But for me, it's like an enormous building, because many of the elements you can see there, the frames of the windows, the guards, iron work, was made out of Lisbon, prefabricated, and then brought to be used in that and that and that, according with a systematic project. I explained that colleague that really I changed a lot.
Let's turn to another building type briefly, which you've a lot of experience of, and that's museums. It's been said that that great architects earn the right to build in great sites. So it's really good sites. Yeah.
Yes, good sites.
So how do you make sure that you make the best of those sites?
I try to do the best of those sites. The good, what you say, good sites for me are sites that are asking really for transformation. If you make a church that is so heavy, the heritage of centuries of churches, so interesting research that really I dedicated much to that project. A very difficult site was horrible, which is good for architecture because the most difficult it is more. So it's to make something that I think is not, it's not bad. What I did was almost an obligation.
You still draw yourself? You go to a site and draw?
I like very much to draw. I think that sometimes I did not need to make drawings, but I cannot resist. No, first is that I like very much, but many of drawings are don't deal with architecture. But for architecture, is the quicker way of communication with yourself and with others.
Several of your answers have suggested the strong connection between architecture and politics.
When revolution came, the government, the first government, began a program for support to people in bad conditions for social housing. which was participating. It was not only a problem of the architects, was the whole population that was really studying and discussing the town. What interests me in participation is how it is good for the architecture, for the density and the consolidation of an idea, and also is a social duty, And when you make a house for a family, you have this ambience around the work, and you can make many experiments, and it's easy to do models. And if you look to history of architecture, modern architecture is not by hazard that many of the recognized steps in the construction of the language deal with houses.
You can still learn things, even at your stage of your career. You still have something to learn.
Oh, I have. The older I am, more things I discover I have to learn. Happily, if not, I would be very upset already. I don't like to work quickly. It can happen eventually in some state of euphoria. So something gives the energy suddenly to make quickly something. Can happen, but usually my rhythm of work is slow, and also I want the pleasure of the activity, because architecture without pleasure is a hell. It's terrible. So we must get as much as possible from the pleasure it gives us, as it gives also many constraints and bad moments and so. But the good moments compensate.